Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to serve up yet another Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron video, and courtesy of my friends over at Jazwares, we got an early special sneak peek of an upcoming starship for Series 3, most specifically, part of the Grand Army of the Republic Battle Pack. And this one, again, part of Series 3, comes with a clone pilot and all his little clone troopers, little 5-pack, along with a bonus Bark Speeder, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, they're packing the boxes, which is exactly what I wanted to see with the whole Wave 1. Now, gorgeous artwork adorns the packaging on all sides, and of course on the back side, you get the usual schematics. You get the little cardboard cutout card, and it shows you all the various compartments that open and close on this ship. Now, I can't show you exactly what is below the red line just yet. I've been asked to keep it a secret. However, I will tell you there are more reveals coming, and if you're a Micro Galaxy Squadron collector, you'll probably like what you see. Now here's the barcode for my version, which is called PLO'S BROS, and you can get said PLO'S BROS ship, not even joking, at Target, which will be a Target exclusive, available early January 2023. I've been told it is not available online. It will be only available in store. And as my caveat to that every time, I know full well that someone will probably find it in store. But as what I'm being told, only available in store because they want you to go in and buy candy bars and chips and all that kind of stuff as well. But not online, and it will retail for $40. So you get a lot of pack-ins for the $40 price. So, in either case, this is going to be fun. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is an early look at Series 3 for Micro Galaxy Squadron, the Grand Army of the Republic Battle Pack, PLO'S BROS, by Jazwares. And while I got all you PLO'S Bros here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my Star Wars videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. I guarantee you'll find something here that you like. But enough about all that. We got a ship to look at. And first and foremost, what I really like about this is that you get a ton of these little clone troopers right here. And that is great to see. It's very simple articulation. If you've seen my previous Micro Galaxy Squadron videos, the legs move, the arms move. It's pretty simple, and then they fit inside the ships. But I just thought this was kind of funny. It's like what Palpatine would order, right? Like, I need a 5-pack. Let's get this going. But what is also cool is that while you have 4 clone troopers, you get a little clone pilot. And if you're wondering if he has different articulation, no. It's the same exact articulation. His little legs, his little arms move. But he's got a little yellow on his helmet. Check that out. Now, what is really cool is that they also include a Bark Speeder. And it's got some nice paint all over it. Again, it's just a little extra oomph in the box, and I appreciate that. What with prices going up and whatnot, and you get a little Star Wars stand right here, which totally works, right? And nice paint every which way for being such tiny little figurines, little figurine vehicles and whatnot. It looks cool, and you see a little slot right there, and that's where you can attach the stand, but that's not all you can attach it to. But I like that you can kind of zip them around, and when no one's looking, you know, zip them around your office and explore the galaxy, right? Just don't let anybody catch you, is all I'm saying. However, in looking at this LAT ship, Republic LAT, specifically, like I said, PLO'S BROS, which I'm assuming it says in Arabic right there. Why not? I like the weathering all over it. It looks like a used, worn ship, and I totally dig that. I think that's one aspect they're definitely capturing. It's the worn-out, lived-in universe of the Star Wars universe, and Jazwares is definitely nailing that. From top to bottom, you got some nice weathering all over it. It's just nice in general, especially when you get the little accents of green and blue around it. Now, you get these two little turrets, or they kind of look like Mondo Gecko eyes, right, going every which way, but those will fully rotate and take down your enemies if you so choose. And then you got these little starfighter baskets right here, and what's really cool is that these open up, and you got a little pilot seat in there, you got a little turret gun, and That's really nice. Again, the weathering goes into that as well. You put your little pilot clone guy in there and you close it up, and then that will rotate to and fro. So definitely dig that. A lot of movements, a lot of articulation, quote unquote, in this, and you can do the same for the other side. Now, in moving along, right, you see underneath, you get to see these little doors right here, most specifically to line up all your little clone troopers if you want to put them in there. That's the nicety of having all 5, right? To put a lot of troopers going on, but that simply just slides open. Make sure you got a fingernail or two to get them in there. But then you have the little hooks inside right there. Nothing moves inside. You can just simply slip your little clone troopers in there and they go in nice and easy. And you can put in a total of 4 in that little compartment on either side. Of course, this door will open as well. Now, the cockpit itself opens up just like that. You got a 2-seater. So that's where your clone pilot will come in handy. And if you want to put a little clone trooper in there, and for some reason, if you get yourself some extra clone troopers and whatnot, you can really fill the ship up. It's pretty darn cool. And then, of course, moving around to the top up here, you can see another little panel that you can remove. Again, just make sure you got your fingernail going. You can see all the missiles. So that's supposed to blow the top off right there, and all the missiles shoot out and blow up robots and whatever else Palpatine was doing back then. But then you have this little, again, 3rd, 8th turret gun, whatever it is, that moves around. So it really does keep the eye going. It has a lot of play function to it. And then you got this little back compartment as well. And that simply just folds down just like that. That one actually works pretty well. It's just a few things here and there. It gets kind of stuck sometimes. So just get your fingernail going. But what's cool is that you can put your bark speeder right there and simply just peg that in. And it looks like he's shuttling right out of the ship, right? Lowering him down. They land on a planet and zoom, he's off to fight Wookiees or whatever they did in those prequels. Now on the wings right here, you got these little domes that will rotate, and that'll go for each of the wings. And on the underside, everything's painted. You got the PLO'S Bros insignia. You got all your little clone troopers just sitting there waiting their orders. It's a very cool ship. I gotta give it to them. I like all the multifunction. I like that it's a complete, we'll say, playset, quote unquote. There's a lot you can do. I hope that they sell more 5-packs so you can really load up this Republic lat, right? That would be kind of cool. And all the compartments simply fit on top. And you simply close up all the canopies and get it ready to go, because now your lat is off to another world ready to do battle. And if you were wondering how it compares to, let's say, the prior released Republic lat, well, it's pretty much the same ship. Not gonna lie. It's just a different paint scheme. But for a lot of Star Wars collectors, especially those that have collected, we'll say, Power of the Force and anything Star Wars over the last 300 years, well, that's pretty much how Star Wars goes these days, right? Variants upon variants upon variants. It's usually just paint that changes. But yes, it's the same ship, but it's got a pretty cool PLO'S Bros insignia on it, right? And then you can see other prior release Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles, specifically more later on from the whole prequel era. But, you know, those movies, they hold up, I suppose. But I think the original trilogy is still #1 A-OK, with some of the newer installments not too shabby. Andor was actually pretty good. I gotta give it to him on that. And you can see other ships like the X-Wing or Boba Fett's Slave One, Chicken Walker, whatnot. So for the most part, yeah, I would say everything fits scale-wise, and it's really fun. And just kind of getting to Series 3, they've really created a world already, and that's really nice to see on your shelf. It's just fun. It brings back a little fun to Star Wars, and it's always great to see. Now, if you were wondering if you collected all the old action fleets from back in the day, well, these kind of sort of scale. There's some that scale better than others, of course. I think in sitting on your shelf, you can fudge it in there a little bit. And if you've actually never picked up any of the Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles or figures, if you're more of the 6-inch Black Series or 3 3/4 inch, whatnot, Power of the Force, yeah, they're not going to scale at all. But again, it just kind of goes together because everything here is Star Wars. So that will wrap it up at my look at the brand new Jazwares Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron, the Grand Army of the Republic Battle Pack featuring PLO'S Bros. And again, thank you to Jazwares for setting this out for the purposes of giving you guys an early, fresh look. And you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything PLO'S Bros. Just like saying that. It kind of rolls off the tongue, right? PLO'S Bros. At least when you go to Target, you can ask the Target employee, hey, you got any of those PLO'S Bros? And he'll just look at you and go, please leave, sir. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, stay tuned. There's going to be some more reveals. Can't wait for you to see them. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.